Hi everyone and welcome back. We're about to head into episode 5 of Supernatural. I can't believe we're almost at the halfway point in this season. And I'm glad someone pointed out about the writer's strike. I completely forgot it was that long ago. We're just going to get straight into it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Oh, is this about children again? No. Construction site for homes.
Whatever. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Are they all gonna die? No, just the one who goes to check out the noise. Oh! One down.
We can summon the Crossroads demon.
We're not
pull the
summoning
governor
anything.
and force her to
We
let
don't
you
even
out
know
of the
if
deal.
That's not how it
If she
works.
dies, the deal goes
I
away.
don't know if that'll work either, Sam. All you're pitching me right now is a bunch of ifs and maybes, and that's not good enough, because if we screw with this deal, you die.
And if we don't screw with it, you die.
Sam, enough! I'm not gonna have this conversation.
What?
You are the sketch artist, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. That is exactly who
So does that mean he's going to become a wolf or whatever it is because he's got a scratch instead of being
Before we
killed?
started on that, I wanted to ask you, how'd you get away?
Dark hair.
What about his eyes? What color eyes did he have?
Maybe blue? It was dark.
Did they seem, animalish?
Excuse me?
What about
The shape
his teeth?
of them.
Notice anything strange about him?
They're just teeth. You killed my brothers. How would you feel?
Well, that's the point of this whole season.
Anything worse?
He does know because his brother is on a time
I know this
limit.
isn't easy, but if you could remember any more details.
For
There was one more thing. He had a tattoo on his arm of a cartoon character. It's the guy who he was chasing the Road Runner.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, that's it.
Got chunks of their kidneys, lungs, and intestines.
That's just gross.
Yeah, also definitely not werewolf behavior.
yeah, so what is
So,
it?
what? Demon? Attacker could have been possessed.
Why would a demon stop halfway through an attack?
This is Hansel and
Where are all
Gretel.
the power bars?
You ate them all, and we're lost.
Look. There.
Civilization.
Oh, I don't
Thank God.
know. How long have you been lost for? This feels very much like an episode of Charmed.
Would you like to come in and rest a bit?
Yeah, he's looking at that pie.
Thanks, but we should head back.
Come on, honey, she offered. She said I almost felt late. What the hell?
Literally that, don't ever say that, ever, in this type of show.
We should go. We really can't thank you enough.
Oh. Down he goes.
Ken?
Don't worry. Everything's fine. You just hold still now, dear.
Oh.
We need to observe you. Right? The drug still may be in your system.
Why is one of them only being kept alive?
Arrangements. I need to leave.
Wait. You need to rest.
And it's him again.
You tell us how you got away.
She let her.
I didn't eat as much as Ken did, so I wasn't as out of it. When the old woman was carving up Ken, I shoved her, and she fell, cracked her head on the stove. She's dead, right? I killed her. Did you find a little girl there, by any chance?
Ah, she saw the little girl.
At the house.
I thought I saw her outside the window.
She's supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood?
Disappeared.
Are they trying to say Little Red Riding Hood was actually the bad guy all along?
Well, thinking about fairy tales.
Oh, that's nice. I think about fairy tales often.
No,
You
demons,
can't
talking about
believe
the
you believe in
murders.
demons and mother, but
A
you
guy
can't
and
believe in
girl,
fairy tales.
hiking through the woods, an old lady tries to eat him. That's Hansel and Gretel. Then we got the three brothers arguing over how to build houses.
Ah, the three
attacked by the
pigs.
big bad wolf.
Three little pigs.
Yeah.
Actually, those guys were a little chubby.
See, she'd go into these unconscious states where, get this, her thoughts and actions were completely controlled by spirits.
The ghost puppet master.
Ah,
Think that's what this kid is doing? Sending Wolf Boy and Grandma into trances, making them go kill crazy?
yeah.
Hey, check that out.
Yeah, it's close to Halloween.
But it's not
Remember
calm.
Cinderella? The pumpkin that turns into a coach and the mice that become horses?
And didn't I just mention about the sisters that cut their
Yeah,
feet,
could you be more gay?
their toes off, I should say, to fit into the glass slipper?
My stepmom, she just freaked out, screamed at me, beat me,
Cinderella.
beat me up.
Where is she now?
I don't know.
Shit. Who are you?
No, sorry, we don't have any comatose little girls.
So she must be in a house.
Totally. It's mostly old guys. And well, Callie. She's been around since before I started here.
Kelly?
Yeah, it's so sad.
Ah.
And poor Dr. Garrison, he just won't give up on her.
Was Kelly one of his patients?
No, his daughter.
I wonder how he's going to take this information and how they tell him.
Detectives? Can I help you?
We just heard that Kelly is your daughter.
And we wanted to say how very sorry we are.
Your wife was that Callie's stepmother?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yes. How'd you know that? Lucky guess. Julie
The
was
evil
only mother
stepmother.
that, Callie ever knew. My wife passed away last year, and it's just my daughter and me now. That's all I got left.
Found by the side of the road, barely alive. Alone.
We need to find her next of kin.
And she has a granddaughter.
Do you have an address?
And the guy's the big bad wolf,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks.
And who's the huntsman then?
You find a way to stop Callie, right?
What about you?
I'm gonna go stop the big bad wolf. Which is the weirdest thing I've ever said.
So Dean's the huntsman.
Well, it's about Callie.
Daughter, what about her?
You know, maybe could we sit down for a minute?
No, what about her?
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's not going to go well.
all right, doctor, this isn't going to be easy. What happened to Callie was not an accident.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, but it's true.
But where is the big bad wolf?
You okay?
Yeah.
Well, he's super strong. Oh, yes, because of the spirit.
Is killing people. She's angry. She's desperate because nobody will listen to her. So you have to listen to her.
Oh, so many layers to this episode.
Listen to your daughter.
Oh.
Is it true?
Let you go.
See, a lot of fairy tales don't have a happy ending, like we believe Disney gives us. Hardest thing is to say goodbye.
And the girl's okay? So, it's really over.
Yeah. All thanks to you.
Callie was the most important thing in my life. But I should have let her go a long time ago.
Yeah, but it's hard to just
See you around, Dad.
let go of your child.
I sure hope not.
Yeah. You felt this was going to happen at some point. Is he going to make a deal with the Crossroads demon? It's a lucky thing
Well, little
that no
Sammy
cars ever
wishes.
come around.
I'm touched. I mean, your brother's been to see me twice, but you, I never had the pleasure.
Well, now you do.
What can I do for you, Sam? Oh. All this tough talk. I have to tell you, it's not very convincing. I mean, come on, Sam. Do you even want to break the deal?
What do you think? Crap. You let Dean out of his deal right now.
Sorry, sweetheart, but your brother's an adult.
He made the
that deal of
deal.
his own free will, fair and square. It's ironclad.
Every deal can be broken.
That is true.
Not this one. Sorry, Sam, but there's no way out of this one. Not this time.
Is he still going to shoot her? I like that. I have to say, I really enjoyed that episode. Just the layers that came with it. How it started about Dean and Sam, how it ended about Dean and Sam. And the idea of letting go. And realizing that maybe that is just what you have to do. Sometimes if you hold on to someone, especially when they're not here anymore, too long, it can damage you. Or it can have ripple effects. And I really like the use of fairy tales. I like how they presented it. It was very dark, but very in tone with the show. And having the Doctor now know all of these things. Now, he said the wife died last year. So is that when Callie could kind of manifest more because that fear was gone? But it's still really sad to know these people died, and they died via fairy tale means. Very freaky, because you think the people she possessed, they were actually just humans, and they killed someone, so they also have to live with that. Well, the ones who survived. I didn't think Sam would be able to get Dean out of the deal because it's just not how it works. This show just can't let people off easily. It's definitely a show for pain. And it puts these two through a lot. I mean, we're only on season 3, and look how much they've kind of gone through already. And with the fairy tales, having the Doctor let go and not have her wake up, I really appreciate, because in the case of these the case of the Grimm's Brother fairy tales, they don't end well. It is in line with the fairy tales, it's not a happy ending. Disney changed that obviously so that people would watch and children would feel relief at the end of a show. You don't want to watch a show where everyone constantly dies or it doesn't work out. But the reality is these fairy tales are quite dark. So having that ending felt right for the Doctor and Callie and for the brothers. But it's now who actually holds the contract. What demon, what hierarchy of demon. And Ruby's name is being mentioned more and more. So it makes me even more suspicious of her. Because this show never really lets demons get away with too much of shades. As much as there's a little bit of shade to them, they're still supposed to be evil. So who is she working for? And is she using Sam to then get what she needs? And how long will that take? Will she only be in 1 season? Will it be maybe 2? I have no idea. Honestly, beyond season 3, I genuinely have absolutely no clue. To be honest, I have no clue what's going on now. I never saw this far into the show. I've said before, I've kind of seen spatters of episodes, but that was more season 1. So I'm completely at a loss of what's going on. But it was a nice little weave into the narrative of what's going on this episode, and just plot A, plot B, plot C. I don't know, as much as I don't like episodes with children because they freak me out, it was a really well done episode. There was just so many layers, just the sadness that came with everything, and the brutality of it all, and just the realism. Really struck a chord. I really liked this episode. Thank you for watching. That was episode 5 of season 3 of Supernatural, and I will be back next week with episode 6.